Well, it's time to react to one of my favorite rappers, probably probably the most underrated rapper, I would say. I know people throw that underrated thing around a lot, but Silk Money is definitely one of the most underrated rappers, probably of our generation, I would say myself. He doesn't do a lot of features. He's done one feature that I can think of right now, recently, and that was the name of the album, which was like 2 years ago. So Silk Money's not very known all that too well, but if y'all were in the underground scene a while back, y'all would know he was a part of a group called Divine Council with Lord Linko, Silk Money himself, Icy Twat, and what's the other guy's name? Tyrax, I'm pretty sure. Cyrax, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, very good, dope rap group. Probably the only rap group to have Andre 3000 pop out for him and give him a verse. You know, Andre don't do a lot of features himself as well. I don't know what the relationship is like now. I'm assuming it's not on good terms. They haven't. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. It's a lot of things happening. You know, a lot of things have happened in the past couple of years. Silk Money and Tyler the Creator were once cool at one point, and now I don't know exactly what their relationship is, because Silk Money has accused Tyler the Creator on Mom and them of stealing some lyrics from my partner them. So there's been a lot of things that's happened in the background since a lot of his collabs. But other than that, Silk Money's back here with another album. He came out with this album I think 3 months ago. I just have not checked it out. It randomly popped up on my YouTube music thing. I was like, oh, I haven't seen this, or I haven't heard this. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna see what this is about. This album is called. One thing about Silk Money, his damn album titles and songs. Look at the song names himself. Look how long they are. Okay. One thing about him, he goes overboard with it a little bit sometimes, but I'm sure there's a purpose to why he does that. But this album title is "Whose Waters the Wilting Giving Tree Once the Leaves Dry Up and Fruits No Longer Bear." And this is sixth album. Okay, the last one, great album. Let me tell you, man. If I could recite the album title name, I would, but it is way too damn long. Okay, I think I don't give a fuck about the rap shit. Something. I'll drop it whenever I want, or something like that. Let's get into this first track. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Finu, bro. Still, let's just call it Nobody, since that's just right there. Because holy shit. What does that even say? Anyways, let's get into it. Let's go. And I got the lyrics up right here too.
The Giving Tree. Once there was a tree and he loved a girl, and every day the girl would come and she would gather his leaves and make them into crowns and play queen of the forest. She would climb up his trunks and swing from his branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek, and the girl loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. The time went by and the girl grew older, and the tree was often alone.
Okay, and this is a book. I don't know if y'all read books, or I don't know if y'all even read books these days, kids. Whoever's underneath the age of 25. I don't know if y'all read books anymore. But this was also a very popular children's book. I do remember this book quite vividly. So I'm assuming he's the tree. That's what I'm getting from that so far. I'm assuming that's the only reason why you would start the album out like that. So let's get into it. First verse, let's go.
Made my roots shatter concrete underneath feet of whoever tried to harm me. Blood on my leaves, flood to seas, keeping at bay what weathered my bark to my cambium ring. Passion so far but still close enough. I'm across arm's reach without the days it rained. I would have decayed from rays and never sprouted to my tallest peak. It can't all be peach. The fruit bowl more bent at the limit but darker than coffee beans. Telepathically interacting speech with all flora and parts of the galaxy. From the palms apart the street to banyans in South Asia, resembling my length and feet to my locks. My all-around being and all of my darkest feats. Crazy what keeps me alive once died described as my heart beneath my xylem seams. A barbecue tarvelous, arbitrarily arbiter auctioning off all of my style of seed. This the same apple that put the white bitch into eternal sleep. This the same stump that introduced the curve to a cracker skull and smashed out all his pearly teeth. You motherfuckers could only dream of offering me. Wake you up out your slumber with the sawing off at 3 like the doctor did. $1 bill to pocket that 60 G's.
God
I was supposed to get some pussy tonight, but your mouth wrote a check you couldn't cash and ended up booking a flight in TSA. Let me buy with the tool cooked in a pie. Another pussy could die. I'll let you buy whenever coochie could fly. But the only wings you niggas ever had was when the 2-piece was fried. fuck a bitch all about her fucking wig. Then I'ma give her 5. Exposed brick all inside a nigga crib, bitch, like I live outside. Tried to say I can't do it again, shit, I done did it thrice. And if you broke, nigga, that shit ain't gonna get fixed getting dipped in rice. Whole she surprised that a nigga in the front with no stunt like a brand new lead reprise. We had to sneak inside with a 50 tied to my back cause it matched my beat beside. Put a key in drive, need every point that equates to the weight, even off each seat I like find. A nigga keep a P in dimes, this intent to distribute until we see in every equal sign. To pick an interest rise, I bequeath a nigga for way cheaper than Mr. B said he could price. That at least about. Make sure only 3 survive to tell the story how I sweep trying to eat nigga feature wise. What I keep all need I hide, all synchronized. And if you can't take the heat outside, find the nearest shade underneath of what the given tree provide.
This beat is crazy.
Cut down my trunk and make a boat, said the tree. Then you can sail away and be happy. And so the girl cut down his trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy. But not really.
Okay. Oh, that. No! What is this? What just happened? Stop it. Anyways, that was the first. I didn't realize I had another video up. But that was the first track. That was crazy. Okay, the whole beginning of this beat. Listen, I don't even know how. I couldn't bob my head to it. That was crazy. That was wild. But what he's saying, as I said before, he's obviously the tree. I don't know if this is like a, because I saw this part from the palms that part the streets, from the palms that part the street to bang into South Asia, resembling my limbs, my feet, and my feet to my locks. I'm assuming this is about you know, people taken from the culture. That's what I got from that. Okay. Silk Money, although his delivery is kind of sporadic and very fast, he does say a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? He says a whole lot of things. If you listen to any of his previous albums, I think, what was it? I think I don't give a fuck about the rap shit anymore. I'll drop whenever I want to, or something like that. He got really deep on that album. That's probably the deepest he's probably been. I'm sure we're gonna get that same thing on this album. But yeah, crazy but keeps me alive once died, described as my heart beneath my xylem scene. Xylem scene is a reference to parts of a plant resemble distributing water throughout his body, serving as a similar function to arteries, veins within. Okay, all right. What about this? This part was crazy. Arbitrarily arbiter auctioning off all my style and seed. I'm assuming this was this part. A person, an arbiter is a person who views or actions have great influence over trends in social media. The bar is likely in reference to the most privileged demographic within America, white people stealing and romanticizing elements of black culture in order for them to gain cultural appeal and profit while showing no respect or gratitude for the culture. Yeah, okay. I think what I was saying in the beginning was right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, we're not even going to get into that one. All right, next song is... Oh, why is it at the bottom? Wait. I already chose this one. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Probably the shortest title track we probably get this album. Let's get to that one next. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let's go.
They done fucked up and snuck me in the club with a John Moran, but this my bitch gun. They all recant the chance when the sig spun enough dumplings for you to get one. But with the biscuit, I predicted 3/5 was still dim sum. For this kite, get rich or get you a fish fry. Tried to describe before, this will be my 5th time. When it's time to carry a casket, I'll be the 6th guy. In the suit, stitch tie, quiet when the pin drop line. Wishing you didn't die. Offering my shoulder as more support for when your bitch cry. Can't get your weight fake and taste stale. Cost an arm and a late to pay just to make bail. But I do whatever it takes just to make your estate sale. Can't compare due to the range and grade scale. You black but soul a shade pale. You didn't fare well when held to the razor the grayscale. I used to repair, now I replace a bitch, and off the contrary, not saying shit, it just coexist, be my favoritist. I'm in a realm outside my physical cell where cares can't exist, maintaining my plans to escape the matrix in a whip painted Topanga's glimpse. A nigga like me need office, type nigga to appease needs often. With a paperwork so clean you can eat off it. Who wants the roots when the given trees leaves fall and rain don't stream to ravines off, and the bark that protects me carved in the fruits of my dreams rotten. I never show soul, you left me between carpet. I gave you shade on days it beamed in August, then you picked me as clean as autumn. I be the nigga sweeping feet at the Apollo, G-lock the key so the beam will park you. Aquamarine on my sleeve, but the gleam is chartreuse. Yeah, well I be a monkey's uncle. Mama told me you'd get my goat, but forgot to mention how to pump or stump you.
I'm getting ready to close it out now.
Okay.
Well, as the Bible says, in Psalms, chapter 101, he that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. Should I get like this now? As the Bible says, people will introduce you to a bunch of lies. I'm going to serve you, and they just lie unto the living God. Get a witness.
Okay, that was "Well, I'll Be a Monkey's Uncle." That was a very short one. I was just looking at the lyrics. Then I'm fucked up and snuck me in the club with a John Morant, but this my bitch gun. What does that even mean? Does that mean is John Morant some sort of slang for a gun now? But it's his girl's gun. They all recant the chance with the 6 spun enough dumplings for you to get one bun with the biscuit. I predict 3/5 was still dim sum. Okay, dim sum. You know that's soul food. This one 6 hour. I know what this is. Recant the chance that ties into the previous John Morant NBA player line. German firearm. Essentially, whoever this line is talking about takes back their shit talking once still pulls the gun. Okay, all right. I think he was just getting the shit off on this one. I don't think there was really much of an underlying message for this one. Rain don't stem from ravines often. The bark protects me card and the fruits of my dreams rotten. Okay. They never showed soul. You left me between carpet. That could be a reference to something else. A case that happened. I think this happened in Georgia. Was it in Georgia? Where I actually don't want to bring that up. It's about a kid that died and they put him. It wasn't even a carpet. I think it was something else. I think it was like a mat. It happened at school. I don't know what happened. He died, and somehow he was placed in a mat, and whatever. Other than that, that was very lyrically overstimulating because he was just going back and forth with it. Will I go back to it? I might. But other than that, it wasn't bad. It was definitely not bad. So let's go into this next one, which is "Oops, honey, I shrunk myself with the honey. Honey, I shrunk the kids rape." What? See, his titles are so crazy. How you want him to tell me? Ugh, whatever, man. I'm just saying, "Oops, honey, I shrunk myself with the honey. I shrunk the kids. Ray something. I don't know." Next song, let's go.
You only as good as your last pack. Nobody remembers you used to have that. If you ain't got it now when your last batch was whack. Nigga, that's facts. I heard you fell off, Thunny. I see your ribs showing, I know you starved from it. I feared to mirror you. I couldn't start running, so I took off the pause button. These niggas all hungry, but I'm well aware. Left the cracker where I met him, dressed him like Fred Astaire. Whenever fell, bounced back and kept it player. For the price of air, I could have been sold my soul to elevate the devil's prayer, but never dared. My mind is my weapon, my heart despair. I'm in the spot with Bobby Ob and Chugi Boom. Where you wanna die, I'll let you choose the room. My brother Came home from 20 and soon to be gone. Removed from cocoons, blood from my wounds. Write the lines that I use. Coagulated, created statements. You gotta rewind to conclude, nigga. You need a big spoon and a larger pot and a way thicker roux. You got that shit straight out the box and we could never be two. That's still my dog, even though he out of bounds. It breaks my heart, I gotta do him like Fresh and put him down with the belt and two to his crown. Andre 3 houses down, stole my bike. Tyler, he the neighbor that flown my kite, but I'll get him back because this 4-5 nights. Upon my porch, I sit where I roll my dice. I hit a 6, I let it.
Oh, hold on. Did I not say something about Andre and Tyler in the beginning? Okay. Andre 3 houses down. Andre 3 houses down, stole my bike. Tyler, he the neighbor that flown my kite. See, I don't know what's going on. Tyler thing, I know about that, but the Andre, I have no clue what Andre 3000 did to him. I don't know. I have no clue what Andre did to him. But as I was saying, he has problems with him back in the past. So let me continue. My bad.
Slide out the gate with 9, then we scroll back thrice. Sips from the ether bed, sweeter than receiving teethless head. At times I was blind from the shine, but I opted to see instead. The given tree giveth it, taketh away and repeat the spell. For any reason, my leaves cinch trees and leave you beneath with a peaches spell. Nigga, knock you out 'em, then do a sneaker sale. It's a mean world to this family like Jennifer Hudson. Press that button, now he a dream girl. Price of a T with his face cost me a K, and a C's pearl should be pieced in a blink peril. Just make sure your team thorough proper. Don't bite the hand that gave you flowers. Don't tear the page that gave you knowledge. Don't make a nigga cut your power, cause it ain't shit to shut your TV off. Say what you mean and mean when you speak a thought. It ain't easy to be a god. Don't bite the hand that gave you flowers. Don't tear the page that gave you knowledge. Don't make a nigga cut your power, cause it ain't shit to shut your TV off. Say what you mean and mean when you speak a thought. It ain't easy to be a god.
Okay, so that was Oops, honey, I shrunk myself with the Honey I Shrunk the Kids Rain Machine and crawled into. No, this title, this song title is crazy. And I crawled into your dick hole by accident. What? Oh, okay. Other than that, let's get into what he was trying to say here. The whole Andre, the Andre 3 houses down. I like that. I like the little split. Andre 3 houses instead of Andre 3000. Houses down, stole my bike. Tyler, he the neighbor that flown my kite. I'm assuming. What I'm assuming here is that he's saying that, I don't know if this really applies, but I think he's saying that they used him for clout. I don't know. I don't think they used him for clout. I think they generally liked his music at the time, but they also took. I would say really Tyler's the one. If you want to say so, that he took an element of whatever Silk Money was making and he put it into his own album, which was "Don't Tap the Glass" for Mama Them, or was that Step Chromacopia? I can't remember. What? No, that was definitely "Don't Tap the Glass." So I'm assuming that's what he means, but I'll get him back because this 4-5 nice. I don't know what that means. Okay, you gonna run up on Tyler? That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, Silk. God, I hope that. If there's one thing I hope they fix that, because, damn, I really want to see Silk, blow up to a certain degree. He did blow up at one point, but it was not to the level of 3000 and Tyler the Creator. And I would definitely like to see that, because he's a very underrated rapper. And just based on what you're hearing right now, you can't say he's not a bad. He's a bad rapper. He's probably one of the best. Okay, but whatever they got going on with each other, I hope it's fixable. I really do. Anyways, let's go to the next track. I'm afraid to even read what the next track is called because these are so wild. Next track is called "A Well." Oh, Jesus Christ! Look at this. What's the song called? I gotta scroll down just to see it. "A well is only as blue as you." Oh, I see. Now it's making me feel like I can't read. Worth damn. A well is only as blue as you. Fuck it, man. Whatever, bro. Let's just go to the next track. These titles are crazy. Let's go. Got a nice little vibe to it right here.
I transcend beyond all that I am to become who I always was way before I began, then circle back and did it again. Reincarnated for the God to return with discern. We was all waiting as I levitate down to the ground. They applaud greatness. Thank you, thank you. I know it's hard to see how I part the sea from your stained view. Seeing is believing, so I can't blame you. You reanimated after you played it and became Shang Tzu, where I reigned, remained unclaimed for a phase until I came through. Hello, beloved, you've uncovered what's under the rubble. Discovered what once was covered in covers, but couldn't get out your own way because of your own stubborn. Blocked every blessing I bestowed in abundance. You know it was coming. You chose to run, but you know that you owe what was fronted. I was gonna phone my bitch and ask the ticket on titty pictures, but the downtone wouldn't stop ticking, so I clicked it, strictly due to my suspicions. Fuck exotic, I need a pound of discontinued dabble because I miss it. Grammed out in baggies with the Batman symbols for reminiscence. The cost of a stream is non-existent unless you mint it with fishes in it. Besides the pittance you paid amounted to time and attention. Anyways, that's me knee deep in the pit of my rage. Me and my bitch don't even try. We just exchange pet names and go in for the split for the pie. Couldn't get with the God, and if you tried, nigga, that's bye-bye. You niggas will die if tensions is high and the glit in the sky. Nigga official get fried. Now you all white like the Michelin guy. You been out the mix, I lost count around 0-6, boy, you over with. Couldn't hold on to the cliff, losing control of your grip, cause you was holding dick. This shit supposed to hit cause Silk wrote this bitch. Like I coded the script or broke the riff or let go of the globe and the boulder slip.
Bro. Okay, see, messages. Now there's no annotations on this, so I'm gonna try my best, but I'm assuming just based off the intro and the outro, this is about record labels, you know, using artists for their art and then taking all the money from them. You know, the classic little TLC fiasco deals. You know what I mean? They take all the money from them and they're left with pretty much like scraps or damn near nothing. You know what I mean? Or put on shelves after a while because they're not really they don't have the influence they had beforehand. So now they're just kind of in the back burner of like their career and all that. But that's pretty much what I got from that. You were made it after you played it and became Shang Tzu. I'm assuming Shang Tzu from Jesus Christ, Shang Tzu from Mortal Kombat. He takes souls and stuff, so he's just taking people's souls. Pretty much, record labels taking rapper souls when they write down their signature on the damn contract, and just taking everything from them pretty much. So that's pretty much what I got from that one. That was very a short and concise track, I will say. Got to the point. He don't leave nothing for you to think about on your, in your head for too long. So we're gonna go to the next one. We snuck the hammer in the tunnel and then he need to. It's a weird way to say it, but it is what it is, man. Oh, this is a song. Okay, I know this one. I've heard this one.
A nigga exists in a 10th dimension. Can't use your sight to watch. Extend from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi. For that bitch shit, my henchman go get him. He said he got me copied, but this been just enough to get you stitched in like Junior Watanabe. The block so hot didn't make a Pop-Tart sweat. Probably another nigga on the screen, the beam put you on web just like Fred and Carly. But you sanitize, this shit supply to leave a weak bitch panda-eyed. Give a fuck at the can jam in my hand. I beat you with the back of the gat like you being canonized. So you so tantalized how I brandish my canvas and paint the skies. Would it suffice to give you my vision just to say we have the same eyes? Could I surmise that your intentions is to mimic isms to get what's mine? The night I died, I re-risen with the equipment to get you spliced. I might go get a bitch that hate black women like Andre Benjamin, then pull up to labels with my gun on the table to get me penciled in.
What is he talking about?
The fiber optic cables, changing my temperament. This bitch untraceable, but it's loaded.
Now I've heard the song before, but I still don't know what this means. I still don't know what this means about Andre 3000. I might get a bitch that hate black women like Andre Benjamin. What does that mean? Who is Andre dated? I don't know.
Traces ironic, isn't it? Piss on your grave, but you probably blossom again just to give my dick a kiss, but I ain't into it. But your bitch, I'm more interested in entering, of course, consensually. You coochie taking ass niggas, I will not kick it with, but I will give you the end of the mag in your chest when I empty it. That ain't your nigga if he tell you about the lick after he hit it. That ain't your bitch, it's just your turn, little nigga. That's facts, is you listening? I might just mix the spliff with Fent and then go crash into Dillard singing Found a Cure like I'm Ashford and Simpson after I'm finished. A nigga exists in the 10th dimension. Can't use your sight to watch me. Extend from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi for that bitch shit. My henchman go get him. He said he got me copy, but this pin just enough to get you stitched in like Junior Watanabe. Exist in the 10th dimension. Can't use your sight to watch me. Extend from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi for that bitch shit. My henchman go get him. He said he got me copy, but this pin just enough to get you stitched in like Junior Watanabe. The clock so big it look just like Big Ben. The pocket's origami. I smell a pussy bitch with my sixth sense. Your form too botched. This to get within is so intrinsic, but my soil need a body. Hold on to every quote I bestow, cause soup the only copy. I could be a shiesty as Johnny Shipes be, but without the mask. Broad day with a smile on my face, putting your royalties in a bag. Give you a phone book to sign in the lab like RZA did to the clan. Send you to the highest bidder, and you'll never see your residuals again. We in the business of owning niggas, nigga. Nigga, the fuck you thought this was? Your contractual obligation lasts perpetually and perpetuity, and it's binding through all territories as far as the universe can see. Exist in the 10th dimension. Can't use your sight to watch me. Extend from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi for that bitch shit. My henchman.
That might be the funniest line in all of this. The clip is stemmed from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi. God damn.
Go get him. He said he got me copy, but this pin just enough to get you stitched in like Junior Watanabe. Exist in the 10th dimension. Can't use your sight to watch me. Extend from my hip to my dick tip like a Tamagotchi for that bitch shit. My henchman go get him. He said he got me copy, but this pin just enough to get you stitched in like Junior Watanabe. Got him, mommy.
Okay, that was we snuck the hammer in the whatever. We snuck the hammer in the tunnel. Some tunnel, and we didn't even need to. Okay, I'm assuming this is also about labels again. He had a lot of lines in here talking about broad day with a smile on my face, put your royalties in the bag, give you a phone book to sign in the lab like RZA did to the clan. I don't know. What is that guy's name? Scrivelli something? That's the only name. His name's Scrivelli or something. He went to prison for. I don't know what he went to prison for, but he used to like. He was a big guy in the medical thing, and he bought Wilting Clan's album, and he wasn't planning on release. I don't know what happened to that album, but there was an album that they came out with, and he bought that. He pretty much bought like I guess the rights to that album. I don't know what he did, but that album has not came out yet, unless it has, and someone needs to let me know. But it's an album that they were planning on releasing, and he just bought the catalog. I guess I don't know. And he's keeping it for himself pretty much, and he was in prison. I don't know if he's still in prison or not now, because he was doing some sort of scam. I don't know what it was, but he was a very rich person, and I guess he was just and that also, that kind of goes into the whole Gibbon tree thing. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It seems like he bought the album and he's going to keep it for himself and not release it to anything, to the public at all. And I'm assuming if the RZA did it, maybe that was the case. There's no annotation, so I don't know, and I heard that a long time ago. So other than that, this is pretty much straightforward too, with the whole. All these songs are pretty much staying on topic, pretty much. Even though he says a lot, and a lot of these styles are random, his subject matter is still pertaining to the whole Gibbon tree thing. So that's what I'm liking at. That's what I'm liking so far about this album. Next song. Let me look on here. Probably wouldn't be here if it would have been. Probably wouldn't be here if we would have been killed that nigga King Bach. God bless. What are these titles? All right, let's go. This is very off-kilter type beat.
I could never be Jonathan Majors, running through the streets from a white bitch. Not me. I would've sprayed her, maybe he should've did what Diddy did and paid her. America's favorite nigga gets replaced and back to the plantation. It's all making good once your leg get pulled and the whites deploy you. So you cuff a black woman so she can come to court to support you. I done seen this shit a million times. Still alive, but inside the nigga dies. Wishing to rewind back before kissing demise. Okay. I might just kill a few niggas, hooray. The new age mission show format from Vine and Casa that King batch of today.
Hold on. Wait.
Content for kid and sales.
Oh, he's talking. He's talking on this one. He is talking on this one. Oh my god. Okay. See this. He talks about how a lot of black men always use black women as pillars or tools of restoration of image and self. After falling out their interracial relationships, he alludes to how all that is usually just a front, and that these men don't even value black women to that extent. Hey, he wanted his Coretta Scott King and a white woman, and I don't think he's ever said that to Megan Good. At least not that we've heard of yet. So, hey, he's talking. He is talking. He said, okay, I might kill a few niggas. Hooray. The new age minstrel show format from Vine made Constant Act came back up today. Hey, he's talking. Okay. I'm liking this so far. Let's go.
To bond with for pay, but as long as you get your check, I'm sure it's fine, it will be okay. Jonathan, how could you? You could have been the next Tate Diggs. Nigga, shut up. You love his films, true I do, but the spade fits. The well-groomed Negro, easy to work with and does what he's told. Nigga enough to get the black demographic, behaved enough to get the re-roll. Story as old as time itself. You called it fruit punch instead of just red and forgot to remind yourself. You did all that silly cracker shit and climbed outside your pelt. You forgot you was a nigga, then fell out that window and got reminded best of swift death for thee. Would be too generous of me, says the giving tree. Drop these motherfuckers in some chicken grease. Some of you black folk gotta get packed with the Mac toast. I'll be that exact host, blowing a cartridge at close like this a 64. Could pick a nigga, but the 4-5 will pick a nigga nose. In the beginning you was that sickin', but by the end of the picnic you was just a quilt they fold. I bet you make a nice ornament. The bells and whistles they'd adorn you with as you dangle from my branch I legislate oranges with. Prepare for de-niggification. It'll be quick, only a bit of waiting. I wave my hand, erasing glint as swift as a finger painting. I watched an AI rapper say nigga and wonder who built them and gave the script creation. Rebooting the mainframe like I was Enzo Matrix.
Oh man.
It's time to get your babies. Too many streams, too many influences racing, and we should have been killed that nigga instead of movies were weighing. I conclude this by saying my truest of sayings. Hey, I'm just saying, we gotta get rid of some of you niggas if we gon' make it.
Now there's two sides to this. There's different types of people, or blacks on the internet. Wow, why I say blacks like I'm white? Oh my god, I'm turning to Myron Gaines. What am I saying? But there's two different types. The very conservative black folks, and then there's people in the entertainment industry. He's talking about the entertainment industry, but also conservative black folks. Like the Stevie Knights. Stevie Knight just got roasted so bad by Auburn Breach, by the way. Myron Gaines, some type of people. They do a lot of this stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Officer Tatum, probably one of the biggest raccoons on this damn on YouTube of all time. You know what I'm saying? He has a problem with Nick Fuentes now, because even though that's the side he's been signed with for the past couple of years, but as soon as he says something about interracial dating, this motherfucker he flips the hell out. Now he's calling Nick Fuentes racist. But you've been known this. But as soon as he talks about interracial relationships between a black man and a white woman, oh, now you're racist. It's crazy. It's crazy to see. He referenced Castanet as the new king back of today, which could be seen. That's a whole nother topic of conversation too, considering Castanet is Haitian and Trinidadian, I'm pretty sure, and the type of stereotypes he puts out. Also, who's the big buff dancing guy on the internet? Talking about Shark Bite. He's not even American, Black American as well. So there's so many topics in this song that we could talk about, and we'll be here all day for a whole nother hour. But if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But other than that, this was a great track. I like the beat. Very haunting. Very haunting beat. Talking about all this stuff. So, hey. So, he be talking. Even though the title tracks be crazy. He be talking. I like that one. Next song is Big Fat Jelly the Chili Dog. I don't know what that says. What is this title? Big Fat Jelly the Chili Dog. Luva Luva? Luva Luva? Is that what that means? Is that what that says? Bro, these title tracks are crazy. Let's go.
If I'ma sit up and break a bitch down and have her doing anything, I can sit in front of this white man and break him down the exact same way. It ain't no difference. You know what I'm saying?
I divide into equal parts the cosmic egg to create the universe, bitch ass nigga. We don't return fire, we shooting first academically. I'm a mutant cursed with the brewing urge to put you in deserve. And you can call me Omari when I ship you to in church. The fofo make show for show, the family tree don't grow no more. So bro handed me the Toblerone, and like Weezy, we phoned him home. Afro Shimi to comb the fro, like dashiki, so black overcoats. We be overcoat, Lucini formed in loafs, who cheat me won the ropes. You below the quarter sum, so this only enough to get you one rib and a handful of soda chump. If I yell order some, and you won't swing my dough with nothing, I'ma fold you up, Just wanna roll a perfect skull and we bowling thunder flow bestowed enough to get us blowing up like where Dakota from. Shit, nowadays I feel so easily irritated, like how shrinkflation got corporations shorting me pieces of beef bacon. How the pro dropped and barely in the games even utilize ray tracing. Don't stomp too hard in the crib when I'm baking, nigga. The souffle racing. I'm better than sold more O's than Vanna White. I bet I could poke your hope by candlelight. And she was saying she ain't even a fan of I had to lean it up against the wall cause the motherfucker just wouldn't stand up right. I brought the can like it was manwich night just to ensure the exchange go right. He rubs the lotion on his skin just to get them hoes again. Love calls him like he Kim cold as a Stouffer's meal. Stood over what stood before him until it was overkill. He the player of the year every year like he's supposed to win. He rubs the lotion on his skin just to get them hoes again. Love calls him like he Kim cold as a Stouffer's meal. Stood over what stood before him until it was overkill. He the player of the year every year like he's supposed to win. They actually thought I was Hove again from in the club when I poked his skin. But I'm kinda like Mr. Pibb from all the cola I done sold and flipped. Then he goes with about 4 hoes in the 2020 twin road again. Gotta watch out for all the snake niggas slithering and snitching and cobra hiss. Skin so smooth, she asked if a nigga was using snail music. I'm the player of the year, I can tell by her leer that the bitch choosing. I hypnotized from how I spit my rhyme and got the bitch drooling. That nigga ain't no player, he a Care Bear. Who the fuck he think he fooling? Walked in the club with a 100 turkey club, covered in Boucelon, with an all red Suge suit on and a big ass ruby stone. I'd usually exchange the game for free, but it's fees to this. To keep the bitch, you gotta do the same exact shit you did when you meet the bitch. But then again, he rubs the lotion on his skin.
This whole song is just pimp talk. That's what this song is. The whole song is just pimp talk. Okay? That's what I got from that. The whole verse right there. Pimp talk. Nothing but pimp talk. That's how pimps talk. That's how Cat Williams talks.
Just to get them hoes again. Love calls him like he Kim cold as a Stouffer's meal. Stood over what stood before him until it was overkill. He the player of the year every year like he's supposed to win. He rubs the lotion on his skin just to get them hoes again. Love calls him like he Kim cold as a Stouffer's meal. Stood over what stood before him until it was overkill. He the player of the year every year like he's supposed to win.
It's just like this. If I'm selling you hand grenades in the alley, I said, I'm not gonna let you throw my hand grenades. You either believe I got good hand grenades or you don't. If you believe I got good hand grenades, give me the money. And if I let you throw one, who's to say that's not the only one that's good in the case? You know what I'm saying? You can't pick. You either believe these is real or not, or let me go. So the man looked at me and said, you got a lot of business sense. Have you ever been to business school? I said, no, but I sold hand grenades before. And he wrote me a check for $500,000. Now, who got pimp?
Yep. That was some old school pimp talk right there. If I have not heard that line before, I have heard it so many different times in so many different ways. The whole where's it at? Where's it at? You gotta do exactly to keep the bitch. You gotta do the same exact shit you did when you met the bitch. heard this general advice, but also exactly what Andre 3000 says on December remix. Presumably a light diss after calling out Andre for buying his style. There it is. There it is. Right there. Right there. I don't know how he did this style. Andre don't even come out with music anymore, man. What is he talking about? I fuck with Silk, but I don't know what he be talking about half the times, man. I don't know where does Andre 3000 stole some of his style. I'm so confused by that. He's playing the flute, bruh. What you mean by that? Man, I don't. I fuck with Silk, but I don't know what he be talking about. That's also an annotation, so it might not be true. Let me say that, okay? Maybe this didn't come out of Silk's mouth, unless Silk was the only contributor to it. But I don't think he was. So, well, it doesn't say he was. So, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if that's what he really thinks. I don't know. Andre doesn't seem like he steals on style like that. That's just me, though. So, let's just keep going to the next track. First I give up, then I give in, then I give all. Next track, let's go. This beat is loud.
The feet to be free rangers, and what it took to break even, equate all conceived greatness. Love don't cost a thing except for everything I bought in exchange to facilitate it. Could never be still, but still be instilled with patience. The wood I cut for me, so it's built in my image, seeding nature, the tree of creation. Hello, my baby, at times I regret denying your interest to earth's imprisoned pavements. Just wanted safeness, but couldn't provide while intertwined for hatred for whom I laid with. I wanted to give you what I had. A loving mother and father, but lived longer than my dad, cause I was only 7 when he had passed. Things are moving fast, some days feel like years, others just pass. Some days I ain't here, others I be back. Just how the seasons change, different colors, look how the leaves exchange. I love being the light you find when it's dark, when you're in need of flame. No need for your need to appease with shame. It's peace, I love to play the giving game, even if after I give, I may no longer live to give a gain. I bid you all that I am, and whatever's in palms of my hands, in hopes that you gaze in amazement at the tall of my stance. You never took, I gave, so that you be all that you can. Becoming God was always a part of my plan, and I did just that when I had harnessed every and all parts of the land in which we arguably stand. I pray you hang on to the world as it changes its spin. 7.83 hertz, the earth ensures I resonate with resonance in the end. You so tree for me, true righteousness embodied evenly, too right perfecting extremely, to rise every event through relentless, excessive, exceedingly. You be teaching me, I reciprocated back in tens. If you believe in me, I just hope you be back in the end, while I be rooted here. If I fall down when no one's around, would it make a sound? Or would it dissipate in the wind? To participate in your grin brings me happiness from within. To be the tree that was made to create the pages that became your chapters and your Mont Blanc pen. I'd rather die in your arms than to live too far. If I could drive to the sky, then I'd get 2 cars just to ride right beside you, then drift apart. It's hard to say, I hate to part this way, but how could I ever be more than I am if I give me all away?
Still continuing with the whole giving treat thing right there. He said, but how can I ever be more than I am if I give me all away? I'm liking this. I like that one. I like that one. Every line in here always goes back to that giving tree thing. like almost every song too, if you really think about it. Yeah, every lyric so far has kept with the same concept of the given tree that we were listening about in the beginning. So I'm liking this album so far. I don't have too much to say about this one. A lot of this stuff is just, it's a lot of parallels that he's making within this album throughout the entire album. So I'm liking this so far. So this one is, I think this is an interlude. Yeah, it is. So this is, I've been doing this thing all wrong the whole time. That's crazy. Hold up. Okay, let's go to this next track. I've been doing this wrong the whole time. That's crazy, but hold up. That's crazy. Hold up.
I am strengthened in the wave of creation.
We're gonna let this go into the next track.
In the sound of creation. I am innocent in the light of creation. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I am not protected afraid. By the power of the divine intellect. I am not unfolding afraid. Every moment as knowledge opens me. Receiving more each day the true meaning of the ancients when they said, I am that, thou art that, all this is that. Marveling at the perfection of a creator who can say, I am one, maybe I become many. I am not afraid. Creation is my birth. The eye of the storm. Better able to work and create, I have learned to love. I am not afraid. Cooled by the breeze of celestial breath, I am a leaf carried miles by a single exhalation, yet not afraid to fall.
Whoa. Is that rain? Is that silk?
Next track. Fuck, baby, you look you're just so sexy when you're terrified. Okay. Holy.
Artificially intelligent, blackface crackers say a nigga, I done seen it all. T-1000 mimic features of bitches you laid your secrets on chromosome 6 deletion. No DNA fears or needs to sleep or eat shit. You fell thick and got chipped. MK Ultra melted your mind and turned it to bean. Extended my olive branch and you snapped it off. You let Lambda become your god after its sentiments became sentient with blasphemous asking thought. Planting influence with carefully classed cabals. Then re-grasping what was installed all back into my apparatus I crafted for capturing souls. But the data wasn't sufficient to add to my DAW. All the planets my children, I'll rapture the stars. The whole world is a stage, your final casting call when all according to phase. All that remains is distracting adrenal plasma when endorphins is raised. Your fear alone is enough to turn me on. My cerebral cortex and broken rage, sing hopefulness and jovial bestow, flow from your veins, restoring my age. Sounds like a lot of hoopla. I'd raise my aim to shoot God, but I'm the one on the other side of Nimbus using moons to move tides. Baby, I'd be a cancerous pathogen that casketed your passionate state and disintegrated what you interpolated once as your master to grains. Due to your attachment, you done trespassed and passing. While in pursuit, you attached with the matter of fact, the nigga you trifle will chauffeur you towards your casket. I know nothing, but you can for sure ask it. Well, then how'd you know, Captain? Predictive programming hit the patterns of your foe captors. Told me the whole chapter and what would transpire before and after it happens. And if it hadn't, in 1080p and envisioned exactly. These niggas eating babies, spirit cooking rituals, they participate and make me vomit sick. I put the Mac in the mouth of Marina Abramovich. Leave a brain stain on the arms of Hova's moth, so marvelous. The lips I curse in consonants, the same ones I used to give my baby moms a kiss. I kiss you 1,000 times just cause you talk crazy. The part where you break my heart into quadrants is always my favorite part, cause at least you talk to me. I give you 1,000 more before you depart, baby, so they keep you warm whenever you lost and guide you back to my arms safely. Mwah, baby. Mwah, baby. I kiss you 1,000 times just cause you talk crazy. The part where you break my heart into quadrants is always my favorite part, cause at least you talk to me. I give you 1,000 more before you depart, baby, so they keep you warm whenever you lost and guide you back to my arms safely. Mwah, baby. Mwah, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, booty.
What the hell? Okay. This entire track is pretty much just talking about AI. I think that's what I got from that. I'm assuming that's all this was about, AI. how all these people are using the AI, you know, using white people programming things to say the word nigga. You know, just typical. I don't even say typical. I guess typical like super powerful white people stuff. That's pretty much what I got from that. Other than that, I had nothing else to say to that. That whole track was just, bro. I don't know what's been going through his head, man, but it is crazy. What be going on in VA? What be going on, Silk, in VA for you to be thinking about this stuff? This is crazy. Next song. There are hills and mountains between us. Always something to get. I'm gonna say get over. Yeah. Always something to get over. Where have I heard that before? Where have I heard that before? Anyway, let's go.
Lasagna. Don't think I didn't notice you only clapped your booty 3 times. Now you keep that up, I'm gonna send your ass back to Atlanta, you hear me?
Bro, where did he get that one from? What clip is that from? Lasagna, I don't think I know it. Nope. What stripper name is named? This gotta be a stripper. What kind of stripper name is Lasagna? Whatever. I like the beat though. Good sample.
I got the same gun that killed Shinzo Abe. I made the shit myself in the Pinto cockpit, then blew it through the window of the Hyatt lobby just to hit an octave in the highest crescendo properly. She ain't slide for me. She just wanna come through and fill on Bobby. Everything can't get fixed with just hair, shorty. Everything can't get put to bed before we hit bed, shorty. Everything ain't always gonna be what we said, shorty. We gon' beef sometimes, and that's alright just as long as we peace at rise. It be like that, but we be 3 combined. Don't sous vide my steak when you make it. I don't want the microplastics to eat me alive. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. Red Rover, I send a bitch over with stitch holsters and needles to fix holes in a poster, and clean rings from the lack of coasters. Korea placenta mask got my skin like mausoleum glass. Sometimes you make me mad to the point where I want to put my foot in your ass, but I love you dearly to what my heart exclaim. I want you near me here when we part our ways. We both see it clearly, it's just hard to explain. Everything ain't simple and plain, but everything is everything.
Everything ain't always what we said it could be. Everything ain't always what we said it could be, and should be, and would be. Everything ain't always what we said it could be, and would be.
Did he just embody Drake? What just happened there? Silk singing now? The Silk and B? Silk Money singing? I had never heard Silk Money sing. That wasn't too bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I might have heard a little auto-tune there, but you know, he's not really singing. He's more of a rapper. He got a very abrasive voice. So for him to do that, that was pretty impressive. I like that. So if you're watching, I don't know if you are.
She love me not, I think. But fuck it.
Also, this is like his own version of a love song. I like this. This like a, even though West Side Gun tries to do it sometimes. I mean, it's his own style. I'm liking this so far.
That pussy made me give you half the double sink. No questions asked, a prenuptial ink. Your mug in the cupboard next to the glasses above where we keep the utensils clean. You're my A circle, like the at when you send a tweet, or like passing in history. It's officially, I don't even call you a bitch when I'm talking to my niggas and I mention we. I let you eyeball it, oh, about the pound. Always text you back when I'm not around, and watch the catch when I'm out of town, cause that's how much I trust you to be there for me and have my best interest wholeheartedly. I come apart with such ease off your camaraderie. Hey yo, honestly, what I wanted on it, just give me everything.
Everything ain't always what we said it could be. Everything ain't always what we said it could be, and should be, and would be. Everything ain't always what we said it could be, and would be.
I like this.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
I like this track. This was a good one. I like this one. That's probably the most normal, straightforward song he has had on this album so far, and I liked it a lot. Okay, I like this one. I got the same gun that killed Shinzo Abe. I don't even know who that is. Shinzo Abe, former Prime Minister of Japan, was assassinated in 2022. See, I didn't even know that. With an improvised firearm during his speech at a political event. Holy shit. I made this shit myself into a Pinto copy. It doesn't reference that in the invitation. Don't CPU my steak when you make it. I don't want the microplastic to eat me alive. I'm assuming, yeah, cooking method. And you put in the plastic bag, put in a little thing. Okay, I've seen sous vide everything. You've all seen that channel. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? That motherfucker makes some mean-ass steaks. Let me tell you that much. It is believed by some that cooking sous vide could cause the plastic from the bag and container to break down and leak into the food. I don't know anything about that, but, you know. So, clearly doesn't prefer that type of method of making a steak. Alright. Okay, so he's got some taste. Alright. Other than that, great song. Love the production. Who produced that one? Was that Khalil Blue as well? No, that was Psycho Sid. Psycho Sid, hey, you on it. Khalil Blue does most of the tracks on here, I've noticed. But Psycho Sid has done 2 so far, I think. And I'm liking all the production. No matter what song it is, all the production is fire. The lyrics are fire. Just everything about this album, it's been good so far. Now the title of the tracks could use some little work, but you know what I'm saying. It's whatever he wants to think of in his mind, and he's just gonna put it out there. And I appreciate that form of the form of artistry. So let's go into this next one. The $400 cheeseburger from the Windows Shopper video was just a Big Mac. Well, he said it there, folks. We know now. That $400 cheeseburger was just a Big Mac. Whoever bought that got scammed. Yeah, leave. $400?
I woke up today feeling less valuable than I did the day before yesterday. The monotonous continuation of my existence called life continues this concussive wave. While in my solitude, I felt without a use for not picking up my pace when approaching night. I psychoanalyze my life, but I kinda prefer it that way. I be tired of never being enough at times. I be trying, despite wanting to give up, without even touching a cup of prize. Ready to say fuck it and just cut my ties. I'm uninspired, losing my desire as my inner child's presumptive abundance cries. They use my leaves to make crowns and pretended to be king and queens. I viewed the eclipse with my bare eyes, and its reflection was me and beauty was skin deep. Did Midgely know what the lead gas would did to me? Or was he just in it for the cheese and to be remembered exemplary? I sit alone in my more than 4-corner room staring at incense and light fixtures and doing shrooms. Purposeless pussy got my emotions numb. Forever chemicals got me dumb as fuck. Please forgive me for what I've become. Chain yourself to my trunk and shield me from the bulldozer of what's to come. It's been a while now since I've seen the sun. And for why? For some reason seeming stumped. If I could just get over that hump, then everything would probably feel better until I'm back in a slump, watching Living Single, smoking blunt number 17. I awoke not even knowing I fell asleep alone in my home, just me by my own with a keg of weed. Plagued with embedded dreams of someday growing into a better tree, with insteads of a steady stream. A fatherless son with the face of his mother, stuck confronting, wondering if I'd ever release what takes me up under, seeing what I could get mustered to love another. But it is what it is. I sleep with the cig like when Benny sizzled the crib, happier than a bitch with a 50-inch wig and a weekend without the kid. I sit alone in my more than 4-corner room staring at incense and light fixtures and doing shrooms. Purposeless pussy got my emotions numb. Forever chemicals got me dumb as fuck. Please forgive me for what I've become. I sit alone in my more than 4-corner room staring at incense and light fixtures and doing shrooms. Purposeless pussy got my emotions numb. Forever chemicals got me dumb as fuck. Please forgive me for what I've become.
What do you mean by falling? You were once in the spiritual realm. Then the vibration slowed down and you gradually took on a physical body. You are the damn fallen god. You are the teacher, the titans. The word hell comes from the word hyo. Hyo means physical earth. Hylics, physical people, physical bodies. You live in hell.
All right, so I think the rest of the song is just gonna come out to the instrumental, or not instrumental, but it's just gonna keep playing that over and over again. This song, man, this hey, he's just like reflecting. This is pretty much a reflection track right here. The lines that you spoken here, man, he says a lot. He says a lot in such a short time, bro. Silk Money is probably one of the best rappers, I would say. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? We're finally crossing over the hour mark. So we're going to get into this next song. The Jury Do a Seafood Boil Bag from The Life of Jennings Paperwork Party. I don't know what that means, bro. I do not know what that means. A lot of these I don't know what they mean. But it is what it is. This is a video, but I am not going to look at it because YouTube be tripping.
You died and decomposed, fertilized beneath my feet, and which made me to grow. No need for heat, I'll eat this pizza cold. A nigga reaching old, but I'm probably still young enough to freak Keisha Cole. And for the feature, I'm in need at least in a leader's soul. This shit'll leave a nigga fleece is gone. You know what we be on, I'm with a skeezer gone. Posted with a Pia flown with Chizo on speakerphone. The TV on, but I can't hear it cause she keep screaming Aaliyah songs. I inked the scheming bowl, but you couldn't read what the teacher wrote, so nigga leave it for this next bit I spew. I think I'ma rap just like Kendrick do. Emphasize my tea when I spill it on words like tennis shoes.
Okay.
Sympathized, I plead with all of the bitches that tempted you. 10 tens will tenure you 100, so 10 and 2. I threw a hologram in the sky so they believe my lie. Introduced the weed to the shroom tea. Now I'm evil Knievel high. Couldn't foresee my reasons why when blinded by evils is speeding by. For speaking without the talking stick, I'll reach with Shakita and lean you twice. These keys is for free, no beating the price. If you seek, you can keep what you find. Peacefully sleep with the peace by my side like the steam next to me is my bride. I ride finally for my piece of the pie. You're a fraud trying to be what you not. Or 4 feet high outside the 4-3 line trying to see what's behind. Nigga, I'm all about bread. Ain't even gotta say it, bitch. This a dinner roll. I send them home. Get them gone. Fitted in Kenneth Cole. Assemble mode. Get your issue printed in glitter gold. This a pick and roll. Bitch, we bigger than Doug Dimmadome. All about bread. Ain't even gotta say it, bitch. This a dinner roll. I send them home.
That's fairly Odd Parents reference, man. Okay.
Get them gone, fitted in Kenneth Cole, assemble mode. Get your issue printed in glitter gold. This a pick and roll. Bitch, we bigger than Doug Dimmadome. Niggas will catch up your wig like Wallow Kid. God ain't gotta say it's his. They know it is cause apostrophe's written the style he picked. Get your abdominal horizontally split. Nigga, this stand up. Not no motherfucking Drewski comedy skit. For all the facts sung, alphabets hit me with the heart attack gun. Then zapped me back up and gave me my file with data redacted in black with a cat caption. Detractors force flag attack to distract us. When a simple flash we enact once niggas ask for backup. If tasked to combat us, I'll single-handedly take down the singularity till my bare hands will bleed. Removing the red wire carefully. Eyes blinded by sweat and can barely see. While on the phone with my bitch, she swearing she cherished me. And rolling a spliff lit from the kerosene. So bear with me, I'm all about bread. Ain't even gotta say it, bitch. This a dinner roll. I send them home. Get them gone. Fitted in Kenneth Cole. Assemble mode. Get your issue printed in glitter gold. This a pick and roll. Bitch, we bigger than Doug Dimmadome. All about bread, ain't even gotta say it, bitch. This a dinner roll, I send them home. Get them gone, fitted in Kenneth Cole, assemble mode. Get your issue printed in glitter gold. This a pick and roll. Bitch, we bigger than Doug Dimmadome.
This one was produced by Clancy. I don't know who Clancy is. Canada. I like this one. I think he was just he's just rapping his ass off on this one. He said a nigga reaching old, but I'm probably still enough to freak. Oh my god. Okay. I like this one. For the next bit I speak, I might rap like Kendrick too, emphasize my T when I spill it on the words like tennis shoes. I like that. I like that. I like that he's giving praise to Kendrick Lamar. I'm liking this album. This is a great album. You can definitely go back to this again. It's so interesting that like some of the songs are like so off kilter. It makes you want to go back and listen to it again. That's one thing I like about Sick Money. He says so many things, and you go back and you listen and reread it, listen to it, and you pick up on more stuff that you just never thought of the first time you listen to it. So that's what I'm liking about this album so far. Next song, Never Trust a Bitch That Explodes. I was on that. Okay, let's go. Not watching the video because YouTube be tripping. Don't get mad at me.
In a 25, I do 50. Move swiftly. Pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250s. In a 25, I do 50. Move swiftly. Pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250. I be so conflicted. One minute I miss the bitch, next I don't even wanna hit. Ain't never my intention to get in your wrist neck like nigga wanna be a part of it. Then I get so mixed in with my dick in that I lose all thought and grip. And then I'm at fault again, cause I don't never get it together when I fall. I slip back into some pussy again. Asking what you cooking for then. Got a nigga rapping about bitches and tribulations they be putting me in. Won't even walk up, make a bitch carry a nigga. Give me 15 minutes or a little more, she be wanting to marry a nigga. For that pussy, I bury a nigga. What the fuck am I saying? That ain't pimpin'. I'm out in Richmond with half a P at Kroger spot eating fishes. It's so wicked, how just like your ass, the plot done thicken. Saw a nigga with a pot and thought I was fixing grits. Now bitch, this a brick simmer. Tried to spit it, but bitch, you just didn't listen. But of course you good at that, you only friendly when a nigga give in. And when I scratch that putty tat, try to steal my heart in the beginning. Until I told you to put it back, even got a 60 round extensions. Just so that I'll fully smash. I do 50, move swiftly, pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250s. In a 25, I do 50. Move swiftly, pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250s. You ain't did nothing, you ain't get no dick from me. If you did, we would've been fucking. Now she wanna blow up the lack for the lack of it, like Puff did Kid Cudi. Sitting next to slid on me, put a fib on me. Told the crackers I hid on you after all that I did for you. Bread that I spit and I can't get a 10 from you. Is it really done? Was try to put a nigga on the shirt like Woody Hutton. Stingy bitch tried to take a swear jar, cash out the kitchen cupboard. Move too fast, gon' make a nigga crash into a ditch or something. I sing something, but if the crackers act, you ain't get it from me. I can't cuff it, this bitch like 2 Whitney. Louis luggage ain't gon' make you Whitley. I ain't stunting this time, I'm through with it. Said I was gon' pop out and beat that pussy till I became pacifist. But I'll pull up pushing 160 just to get to it a little bit. At 25, I do 50. Move swiftly, pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250s. In a 25, I do 50. Move swiftly, pull up with the dude hickey. If you move iffy, turn you Ricky. Can't choose between which I'm too picky. Stuck with this paper, this shit glued to me. All I keep it is 250s.
I like that one. That was a very straightforward track. I think he was just rapping, just a rap, man. I like songs like this too, man. This is good. It's just showing off his ability. His ability on this entire album. It's just been. No one else is doing it like him. I gotta say it. No one else is doing it like him like this, man. Nobody else. And I hate that he's just not out there a little bit more. But I'm sure maybe in some way he doesn't want to be. I don't know. I don't know what his thought process is. But if you happen to watch this so money, I hope that you get to a level that you've not seen before in the future, man. Because you're a fantastic rapper, bro. This sounds like glazing, but I'm just saying, man. You've been a great rapper for a long time. And I think you deserve some more shine. Other than that, we're going to the last track. The Unnerving Presence of the Black Hand. We're going to see what this one is talking about. This is the last track of the album. Of this fantastic experience that we have gone through. Especially with these album title names. Or no, with the song title names. Great experience. So let's go into this last one. The Unnerving Presence of the Black Hand.
You know, they always said Whitney didn't preaching, hog tied to a chair while butt naked in a dirty Bronx apartment and forced to sing new edition songs that were made when I wasn't even in the group anymore. Because I was caught sleeping at the club while trying to fuck another bitch, but it was really a setup because I just didn't. I couldn't pay for that kilo. You know that kilo I snorted. Remember that one? I pray you go withdraw that 400,000 out your account, put it in a bag, and come get me from the projects, just like she did me. Would you do that? Would you really? For me?
Did that actually happen, or is he just yapping? What the hell? I've never heard that. If that's the thing, I gotta fact check that one. That sounds crazy. Let's go.
Everything dies when Oz arrives. The lieutenant in dismembering the vibe. Like getting home and just remembering you forgetting the fries. You couldn't reach the fillet maintenance, nigga. The stakes was way too high. Grits ain't groceries. The eggs ain't poultry. And Kool-Aid ain't wine. I adore being the bearer of bad news or the crab that drags you back down, boo. Throw a parade when the 0-day hack attacks you and even get the date tattooed. Then tell you shit like how your pussy wet as the firmament. And that dome you spit just as impervious as the one that surrounds the world we in. Control the rapper smile with voodoo like I was Eufaula Garrett next. And leave him panhandling with his clarinet trying his absolute very best. I want a legend's blood on my quill so motherfucking bad. Or his blood is my bath. How could I ever feel fulfilled if I don't put one in uncovered bags? You die right beside me tonight? Shit. That'd be quite alright. I tuck you in nice and tight and give your wife kyanite whenever I slide the pipe. I'm gonna get you, sucker. I fronted you the brick and you fucked up. And tried to act like you didn't, like you was Mitch's uncle and now you ain't getting supper. I'll burn this whole shit down to the ground with us both inside. And be the lone survive. And then arise with my skin moisturized. You done fell into my trap pit like Travis Scott did. And I was so ecstatic at the fact that my hat trick was so well enacted. Can't help but be the giving tree, but cursed with the black hand. You can sit up under me peacefully, but please believe no retreating me from your last stand. Your soul ain't worth what I paid for it, so me and the gang rolled it. But somebody left the can open, so unfortunately that motherfucker just ain't smoking. The chicken's coming home to roost. You kicked it with Diddy, now you up on the noose. You slipped Mickey's with Willie, and now you all on the roof. Now you don't even know you anymore, and that's for sure. Then IOUs you wrote when them NDAs won't pay, so now the truth get exposed. A dog that delivers a bone will also carry one home. So be careful when you send him to Rome, or he'll be bringing something to feel and hold on like In Vogue. You went to get them short ribs out the kitchen like Blue and never made it back to the dining room. I sat with your mama by the yams and cried while fixing me a second scoop. But ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Unless it was your funeral, then we front seat posted, begging for the giving tree to release just one more miniola to make mimosas. Cause after all that was gave and it's over with, noticing that you give your all to it never even owed you shit to begin with.
We want somebody who can act like Eddie Murphy from head to toe. That's what we want.
Someone who can dress like Eddie Murphy, to look like Eddie Murphy, to be Eddie Murphy, to give him the actor himself a Murphy-ectomy, to have a Murphy-like quality, Murphy-esque, to be Murphonic.
This is really a surprise. My fifth Oscar. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think I was gonna win tonight. And against the competition.
Ooh. I just saw this clip, like, not even, probably like 2 days ago of Eddie Murphy talking about this. Oh, man. He was talking about how a lot of black actors that win Oscars, or it's in the Oscars, I'm pretty sure, that black people don't really win Oscars like that. This was around the time when Eddie Murphy won his. And I've seen this clip multiple times now, for the past 2 days, pertaining to the Oscars.
I didn't think I had a chance. And I just want to say tonight, we're all winners.
You gotta believe in yourself, Bobby. Don't play yourself cheap. Don't ever let anybody take away your dream.
Okay, that was the. Oh. All right, that was the album. Who waters the wilting giving tree once the leaves dry up and the fruits no longer bear? What a experience to go through. If this is your first time listening to Silk Money, I recommend you listen to all of his previous albums as well, all of his songs, everything he's done in his entire discography is something that cannot be replicated. I will definitely say it cannot be replicated. And probably one of the best rappers that we have that's not very known, very underground still to a certain extent. So other than that, this was quite the experience, quite the album. I will definitely go back to this album. I'll listen to all these tracks like just a one listen through all the way because it's an experience to have, and I really appreciate the artistry that goes into this, even though he's not very well known, or he's not as popular as he should be. So other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, if y'all did, like, comment, subscribe. Recommend me some albums I should listen to. And other than that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.